Whether you're introducing a character that is just too big to fit the packaging of an action figure line, or you're trying to incentivize the purchase of an entire wave, your best option is the Build-A-Figure, a scavenger hunt / puzzle building exercise that lets collectors feel like they're getting something for nothing by purchasing far more figures from a particular wave than they ever would have intended. I'm Dan Larson, and this is the Top 10 Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures. At number 10 is Mojo. Released in 2006, Mojo is the first Build-A-Figure to feature an incredibly unsettling Build-A-Stomach. Unsettling not only because you have to assemble his swollen yellow gut, but also because it looks like it's actually his buttocks and should be facing the opposite direction. Mojo, please, put some underpants on and pull them up over your nipples. Let's try to cover up all of that. Mojo comes complete with his robotic spider-legged scorpion-tailed mobility chair and no shortage of detailed paint textures that virtually allow you to smell him with your eyes. At number 9 is Pitt and Timmy from legendary comic book heroes, aka Marvel Legends. Pitt is the Build-A-Figure for the first two Build-A-Figure waves featuring independent characters as a subset of Marvel Legends. Pitt has the unique feature of including his young friend Timmy as an unarticulated accessory. He makes the list due to the highly detailed sculpt and paint detailing. Included with Pitt is his chain belt, his chain leggings, and his signature ripped plaid vest, forever marking him as a product of the 90s. Number 8 is the second legendary comic book hero's Build-A-Figure, Arthur Adams' Monkeyman from Monkeyman and O'Brien. Also known as Axwell Tiberius, Monkeyman is a 10-foot-tall super genius gorilla from a world of huge civilized apes. Together with his human partner, Anne O'Brien, they travel through alternate dimensions, battling monsters and fighting crime. The figure features tiny translucent eyeglasses, two-tone painted fur treatment, and a spot-on rendering of Arthur Adams' signature drawing style in 3 dimensions. He has an articulated jaw, and his fingers and toes have multiple points of articulation and unheard-of detail at this scale. Number 7 is M.O.D.O.K. For the uninitiated, M.O.D.O.K is an acronym that stands for Mental Organism Designed Only for Killing. He's the result of some creative, if not morally questionable, science from the labs over at AIM, another acronym which stands for Advanced Idea Mechanics. The character is ridiculous enough when you consider that he has a head the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, human-sized appendages, and is completely immobile without the aid of his hover chair. That said, this figure is an accurate tribute featuring an astounding number of completely useless points of articulation, including pointlessly double-jointed knees and elbows, and individually articulated fingers. Number 6 is Groot from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie wave. While the figure lacks the kind of paint detailing that was synonymous with Marvel Legends back in the Toy Biz days, he makes up for it with an excellent sculpt and a good range of articulation. Groot rocketed to fame on the success of his role in the movie, having been a completely obscure character on a completely obscure team prior to the release of the film. The Groot Build-A-Figure accurately captures the character as he was reinvented with respect to both his physical form and personality. He is imposing but compassionate, and it's remarkable that that can be communicated through an action figure. Number 5 is Galactus, the granddaddy of Build-A-Figures. Released in 2005, Galactus marked the shift from numbered waves in the Marvel Legends line to waves named after the corresponding Build-A-Figure. While he is still a very tall figure at around 16 inches at the top of his helmet fins, he doesn't quite have the same impact as he does in the comic. Although to get that kind of impact, he would probably have to be around 6 feet tall or more. That said, his shiny metallic paint apps, his Jack Kirby styling, and details like individually articulated fingers make him a standout Build-A-Figure a decade after he first hit the shelves. Number 4 is the notorious Ares, an Asgardian who became a prominent player in the Marvel Universe as part of Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. The Build-A-Figure was featured in a Walmart-exclusive wave around the time that the line was beginning to wind down in popularity, or perhaps consumer exhaustion. The wave itself featured second and third tier characters like Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Kang, Heroes Reborn versions of Iron Man and Human Torch, Ultimate War Machine, and then undesirable Crossbones. However, since then, Ares and Crossbones have both become highly valuable figures due to the roles they played in the Marvel Universe and their complete absence from the Marvel Legends line otherwise, except for the also difficult to acquire Comic-Con exclusive Crossbones that was released in 2013 as part of the Thunderbolts set. Good luck getting a complete Ares for less than $250. Number 3 is the Sentinel. 15 inches of mutant-murdering robot, the Sentinel is big, but maybe not quite big enough for 6-inch figures? I think he scales a bit better with the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe line, but hey, let's not split hairs. This figure is gorgeous. A fantastic sculpt featuring contrasting elements of large, flat armor plates and highly detailed, intricately sculpted tubes and wiring. Dry brushing effects and metallic finishes give this figure a sense of wear, a sense of combat experience without battle damage. It has double-jointed knees and elbows, a ball-and-socket head, and another feature common at this scale, individually articulated fingers. The worst thing about this figure is that you're going to want to army build it, and that's going to be a very expensive undertaking. Number 2 is Giant Man, a Build-A-Figure that took 9 parts to complete, and there's no other way to sell this figure. You gotta chop him up and give everyone a piece to take with them as they sit on the shelf. He's one of the tallest Build-A-Figures and manages to make a completely ridiculous-looking costume an afterthought due to the scale, paint detail, and articulation. He's got an ab crunch, fingers, bicep swivel, and even torso pivots. The only thing he's missing is a smaller, regular-sized version of himself in the line somewhere. And the number 1 Build-A-Figure is Marvel Legends' Fang Foom. What's a Fang Foom, you ask? It's a giant alien dragon with a convoluted origin that somehow involves communist China and the planet Kakaranathara. Just Google it. I ain't got time for it. What's important is that he's a dragon that's as tall as a skyscraper, and that Marvel.com lists his occupation as, quote, former would-be world conqueror, chef, and starship navigator. Just like Godzilla. While the figure is a bit short on articulation and his trademarked purple underpants are conspicuously absent, he is still a crowning achievement in a Build-A-Figure, and sadly marks the end of an era of Build-A-Figures. Nothing as large as Fang Foom has been attempted since, and short of a Fang Foom appearance in the MCU, it will likely be a long time before anything like him is attempted again. That's the list. If you're boiling with rage because I left out one of your favorites, or concerned that I have incorrectly ordered these 10, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future lists,